1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Need some water. Let's get over and stay hydrated, guys. Hello, welcome back, Einstein Education. Today, we're going to be covering a fun topic about the importance of hydration. That is something that we hear about all the time. We know about it, right? Water, water, water. But what's really some of the science behind hydration that can help us understand not only the importance of it, but how to properly utilize it, right? How to properly hydrate our bodies, not just to drink water because we need to, right? You know, one of the fun facts that we know about is you can last without food for 30 days without your body typically being in a mode of starvation where it dies. But with water, we can only last 3 days. So if you don't drink anything for 3 days, you will in fact die. So when we think about those things of how critical it is from water versus anything else in life, we need to know how to use it well and not just think about it as, well, of course we just need to drink in order to stay alive, where, you know, for a fun fact, we know that 60 to 70% of our entire human body is made up of two elements. I mean, when we look at like a big graph here, we're talking 60 to 70% is just H2O, which is hydrogen and oxygen, right? Just those two atoms alone, we're made up of over 70% of that, and everything else is in between of different nitrogen. For a fun fact, that protein, all the muscle masses that we have, are typically mostly compounded of nitrogen. Well, you know, what's the importance of that? Well, when we talk about water, we want to talk about how to help our bodies perform better, feel better every single day, where you constantly, you know, we are seeing every single day where people are struggling to drink enough water, as in they don't consume the daily recommended dosages, they don't understand how much their body needs, as well as how it regulates it. So one thing you want to understand is for a male, an average male adult, the average consumption of water should be about 3.7 liters, which equals roughly 125 fluid ounces, okay? So something you want to take into consider for a male, we want about 4.7 liters daily. For a female, we want about 2.7, which is around 95 fluid ounces every single day, okay? So what that means is, for a male, we need to consume that much as a healthy intake, meaning your body's going to have enough for its immune system, it's going to have enough for its digestive system, it's going to have enough for all of its regulatory processes from your brain and all the different organs that we have and all its different functions. So for a male, well, how much exactly is 125 fluid ounces a day? Well, look at it this way. For 125 fluid ounces, we can almost compare it like this. 125 fluid ounces daily. One water bottle, or even like one of our shakers, this is about, we actually have measurements on this, 20 fluid ounces. So the easiest way to do is have something daily that you know is a certain amount of water, fluid ounces, like this shaker bottle is 20. So if I know, okay, my shaker bottle is 20, well, that means I need at least about 6 of these every single day to have around the amount of water that I need, okay? So that's important to know. So, okay, if I have 6 of these, then my body's going to be adequately hydrated, right? So when we think about that, then look at it from a woman's perspective. So then for women, they need about 4 to 5, right? They need about 4 to 5 on average. If you're someone that's 300 pounds, 250 pounds, naturally, this number might be higher. So this is for an average adult, more than likely between the height range of 5'6" and 5'9" as a male, 160 to 200 pounds. So if you're at the more extreme ends of those charts of natural stature, this is the important number for a male. This is the important number for a female right here. So take that into consideration. Find techniques that, okay, you know what, I have a water bottle, or I have something, or if you're drinking regular bottles of water, you need to drink at least 6. Women, you need to drink at least 4 to 5. So that's your daily intake. And it's very important that we do that. And the reason being, well, it's because it's not just, that's what our bodies are made up of, so that it needs it to properly regulate. But let's look at all the different things that our body uses water for. When we're talking fitness sense, right, we're talking about muscles, muscle repair, muscle growth, muscle strength, muscle circulation, everything that our muscles, and which are primarily comprised of water. So our whole human body is about 65-70% water. Muscles alone are upward towards the 80% just consistent of water. So the muscles that you have are primarily water. That's what they're mostly made up of, other than the dense, harder elements that make up the tissue. So muscles are a huge thing that need tons and tons of water that probably make up a large percentage of that. On top of that, we need to think about all the other organs that we have, from our brain, kidneys, liver, stomach, intestines, that require an adequate supply every single day to upregulate. A lot of times we will start to get symptoms of certain organs that are being dehydrated. If your urine is yellow, so let's look at it this way. If your urine is yellow, that's indicating that your kidneys are dehydrated. If you're getting headaches, migraines, that's an indication that your brain is dehydrated, meaning it doesn't have enough fluids. If you're getting muscle weakness, right, or fatigue, right, that is indicating what? Of course, our muscles throughout the entire body are lacking water. If we're getting problems with constipation or bloat or digestive tract issues, that is our intestine organs that are dehydrated. So there are lots of very common symptoms that you might sometimes feel every single day or weekly that indicate that. So when you start to understand more of those signals from your body, you might start to realize that, you know what, I need to hydrate more, because the hydration, that's what's causing these headaches. So it's my brain. Well, you obviously can't dump water on your head or through your ear and hydrate your brain. It has to be through daily consumption all the time. That's going to help your body upregulate and make sure that it's properly functioning. Right? So, you know, one thing that I like to also discuss about water is the actual elements themselves. So when we look at, well, H2O and oxygen, we have to look at a couple of different things, right? H2O. So oxygen, right, is one of the most critical elements that we need for really ultimately 2 things, is cellular health. So all the cells that we're made up of, trillions and trillions and trillions, rely on oxygen. When there is a lack of oxygen in the body, when there's a lack of oxygen in the body, cells die and cells get disease. So when we think about that, well, what are the 2 ways that we get oxygen? Hands down, breathing and hydration. So we're constantly breathing. That's a gimme. We wouldn't be on the planet if we didn't have enough oxygen to breathe. But we also need to ingest it through water and foods. We need to have that oxygen available. And what tends to start happening is when you're dehydrated, you're not drinking enough of the oxygen and getting it into deeper parts of your body, because when we breathe, we use our circulation system to transport oxygen to all the cells in our body. But when we eat and digest, hydrate, that's when we're ingesting all that water more into our organs and into the deeper parts of our body. So it's very important to know, because if you don't have oxygen, it's going to equal disease. You're going to get sick. You're going to be weak. You're going to have all these health symptoms. And it also is going to lead to weakness, meaning especially muscles. You're going to notice that you can't build muscle mass. You don't have a lot of muscle mass. You don't have a lot of strength. You don't have a lot of energy, you don't have a lot of focus. And those are because more than likely you are lacking oxygen. Are you someone that constantly yawns or yawning frequently, or anytime you do yawn, it's not a symptom of being tired. It's actually a bodily system that when you yawn, and I hope I spell this right, that actually means a lack of oxygen, right? Lack of O. So what and that really is doing is it's an actual muscle reflex. So when you yawn, what that actually is, a yawn is a muscular reflex. Can you ever stop yourself from yawning? Absolutely not. I don't care who you are, you ain't stopping it. So a yawn, hope that's right, is a muscle reflex. And what that reflex is indicating is our muscles lack oxygen, meaning we are performing naturally, without control, a yawn because our muscles are lacking O2 somewhere in the body. So it's only natural that the brain is making you have a muscular reflex in order to absorb more oxygen. That's literally what a yawn is doing. Is it's your body trying to open up its airways to literally engulf in more oxygen. Almost like me wearing this mask right now, right? I can hardly breathe, so I'm gonna take it off. Whew, thank you, Einstein. That was fun. So, very, very important that we talk and understand hydration, right? As in, we understand that we are made up so much of it. We understand the daily requirements, right? Remember this number. Remember these numbers. This is very important for a female to get in roughly 95 fluid ounces daily. Man, 125 fluid ounces, that's the average for a male, okay? So, and understanding all those critical components to what water is really doing, more of the bioscience behind it, and understanding those indications, right? Know that, hey, if I'm yawning, it's my muscles. If I'm getting headaches, it's my brain. If I'm getting yellow urine, it's my kidneys. If I'm getting constipation, it's my intestines. If I'm getting cramps, it could be a number of different things. So that is very important. If it's constipation, it could also be your liver. Your liver's not getting adequately hydrated. And so what are some easy ways that we can drink water every single day? My top 2 favorite is get something. Get something that you use all the time that has, hey, okay, I know this is 20. I got to drink 6 of these a day. I got to drink just 6 of these a day, which is extremely doable, right? And another great thing we need to want to understand more about is electrolytes, which we're actually going to cover in an entirely other video. If you guys haven't checked out some of our other Einstein Education videos, absolutely do that. We're going to link it up here so that way you can go through our library. We have tons of different other helpful little bloopers to give you guys more science behind health and fitness and how it can help you live better every single day. One of the things that we love to do is have hydration packets. So this is something that if you are struggling to get water, if you are someone that is sweating all the time, one of the most critical electrolytes you need is sodium. You can get a lot of it through food alone, but if you're someone that exercises a lot, you're sweating a lot, it's almost critical that you have hydration packets available. And what then you can do is, even during the day, it does not matter when or how, you can put that into your water bottles, whatever it is, and at least get a daily intake of that, because these electrolyte packets, doesn't matter where you get, are not just sodium, but they're niacin, they are potassium, they're chloride, they're vitamin C, vitamin B12s, which are some of the most critical nutrients that your body needs and electrolytes in order to actually properly hydrate itself. Because one of the things about hydration too is it's not just how much you ingest of liquids, it's also what your body absorbs and actually excretes as well. So this is a great thing to have. You shake it up, guys. If you haven't, we've got some new performance shaker bottles that we'd love for you to have. Use this as a fun tool. Maybe not just for protein shakes, use it. I use mine every single day for my water. That's what I drink out of. And if I'm adding in a hydration packet, we actually give these out every single month to our online members and our mobile app that are actually on workout plans or working with us on nutritional planning or meal plans. And we recommend this as a great tool all the time. And I hope that this video really gives you a better understanding of hydration. Thanks for tuning in with us, and make sure you check out some of those other Einstein videos for us. Give us a thumbs up, and as always, make sure you drink enough water. Cheers.